Always. Never. Okay. Good evening, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. Welcome to the Uwchlan Township Board of Supervisors meeting for the month of September. If you would all join me with rising and reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the republic which stands one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Before we begin, I just want to remind you all that this meeting is being live streamed and recorded to our YouTube channel. And I also want to announce that the board met in executive session on August 21st to discuss personnel, as well as earlier this evening, September 8th, to discuss real estate and personnel. And if you would all find on the back of your agendas, there is the rules for our public participation. We'll go ahead and highlight some of those points now. Residents and taxpayers of the township who wish to address the board during the public comment period at the end of the public meeting should sign their names to a sign-in sheet to be provided by the township, and that is on our back table. Speakers must identify themselves by name and street name. A business or an organization is encouraged to designate one person to present comments on its behalf. The speaker must direct all comments to the Board of Supervisors and not to staff. Each speaker recognized by the board chair will be given 3 minutes to comment during the public comment period. No official board action will be taken on items presented during the public comment period at the end of the meeting. Items may be referred to township staff and/or the appropriate working group or committee for further research and discussion. Matters addressed publicly to the board will be taken under advisement, and either the board will respond to the person raising the issue directly at a later date, or the board will respond to the items during a future public meeting as an agenda item. The board need not engage in discussion on comments offered. Speakers should limit repetitious comments, and when appropriate, acknowledge agreement with the previous speaker's comment or position. While the public has the right to make critical remarks, the public does not have the right to disrupt meetings. In cases of serious disruption, the board will adjourn the meeting or take other such action to resolve the disruption as appropriate under the circumstances. And with that, we'll ask if there is a motion to approve the minutes of the August 11th, 2025 meeting and the September 2nd, 2025 workshop meeting.
So moved.
I'll second.
Is there any board question or comment?
Nope.
No.
Any public? Seeing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Moving on to the reports for this evening, we will start with our police chief, Alexander.
Thank you. For the month of August 2025, the Uwchlan Township Police Department officers documented 1,155 entries in the police department call reporting system. During the reporting period, the officers issued 128 traffic citations, they investigated 32 motor vehicle crashes, and they arrested 18 individuals. Additionally, for the month of August, the department members conducted 1 motor carrier detail at the weigh station, resulting in 452 commercial motor vehicles being weighed, 2 of which were found to be overweight. During the detail, the officers also carried out 7 inspections requiring 2 vehicles to be placed out of service. During the detail, the officers were assisted by a member of the Upper Uwchlan Township Police Department. Year to date, the officers have documented 8,643 entries in our call reporting system. They've arrested 155 individuals. They've issued 972 traffic citations, 330 written warnings. They've investigated 231 motor vehicle crashes, and they have put 6,351 trucks over our scales at the weigh station. And for the month of August, we had no Narcan administrations.
Great. Thank you, Chief. Treasurer's report.
Good evening. Through the month of August in the general fund, we have collected just under 62% of our budgeted revenues and have spent just under 55% of our budgeted expenditures.
Great. Thank you. Public Works.
For the month of August, the Public Works Department, the Road Department, milled and paved patches on Shellmeyer Road, milled and paved Balderson Drive from Oakland Drive to the cul-de-sac, paved a portion of the Township complex, replaced signs on Route 113, Route 100 at the way station, and installed a no outlet sign on Cordell Court. They installed new speed limit signs on Taylor Road, installed new crosswalk signs on Pennypacker Road. They did state inspections on vehicles. They received our new 6-wheel Kenworth chassis, which was delivered and is sitting at the manufacturer awaiting the body. The new F-550 dump truck was delivered today. And they assisted the sewer department with an overlook force main blockage. The sewer department for the month of August had a daily average flow to the Downingtown Area Regional Treatment Plant of 1,294,367 million gallons per day. The total recorded rainfall was 0.10 inches. Normal for August is 3.9 inches. Our current year-to-date rainfall total is 20.34 inches, giving us a deficit of 10.76 inches for the year. There were 128 tickets generated through the Pennsylvania One Call system. Pump number 3 was removed from our Pine Creek pump station due to an overtemp issue, and we are awaiting the report on that pump to make a repair determination. Our staff was able to locate and clear a blockage in the overlook pump station force main. One thing I would like to do right now is I would like to publicly thank East Goshen Township for their time and effort in giving us assistance in that clearing. Our staff discovered a large leak in the 12-inch sewer trunk crossing Worthington Road. It will be fixed in the coming weeks. And the sewer staff assisted the road department with their milling and paving on Shellmeyer Road, Balderson, and at the Township Complex. As well did the Parks Department. For August for the Parks Department, they did road bank mowing, groomed infields, trimmed weeds in the Palace Drive retention basin, started the installation of the AED post for the AED cabinets, and cleaned gutters at the administration, police department, road department, and sewer department buildings. That's all I have.
You said that's all, like it's not a lot. Thank you. Building and zoning.
Okay, for the month, the department issued 86 permits for construction. A total of 134 inspections were conducted, 21 fire inspections were conducted, 41 use and occupancy certificates were issued. Fire marshal responded to 25 incidents, and there were 2 fire investigations for the month.
Thank you. And for Lionville Fire Company?
The Lionville Fire Company responded to 74 incidents during the month of August. The breakdown by the municipality: 51 in Uwchlan, 12 in Upper Uwchlan, 8 in West Pikeland, and 3 in other municipalities. That brings our year-to-date total to 524. And in addition, we also partnered with the Red Cross and installed 86 smoke detectors to homes located along the Taylor Road corridor.
Great, thank you. And I see we have the report from Uwchlan Ambulance. Do we have anyone here this evening? All right, with that, is there a motion to approve the reports?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any board questions or comments? Nope. Any public comment? Seeing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Moving into our business agenda for this evening. Number 1, we have authorization to hire a police officer. Chief Alexander?
Yes, thank you. The police department began accepting applications in early January of this year to fill 1 open police officer position. On April 13th, we began our testing process in earnest, and I'm happy to report that we've selected a candidate for hire. Officer Scott Luddy, who is currently employed with the Coatesville City Police Department, has passed all phases of the hiring process to include a physical fitness test, written examination, several oral interviews, a background investigation, polygraph examination, psychological examination, physical examination, as well as drug and alcohol testing. Officer Luddy has consistently demonstrated himself to be a highly qualified candidate who is eager to work in our community and who would come to us with recommendations from friends, family, coworkers, and both past and present employers. Having gotten to know Officer Luddy during the course of the process, I also feel that We will share a common interest in providing high-quality police services to the residents of Uwchlan Township. With that, I would like to request your approval to hire Scott Luddy as a probationary full-time police officer with the Uwchlan Township Police Department with a hiring date to be determined, but probably within the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Great, thank you. Is there a motion to authorize the hiring of Officer Scott Lundy for the Uwchlan Township Police Department?
So moved.
I'll second.
Any board questions or comments?
No.
Okay. Any public comment? With that, I'll call the vote. All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Thank you, Chief. Number 2, authorization to advertise a public hearing regarding cable franchise renewal.
We're seeking authorization to advertise a public hearing regarding the Comcast franchise renewal to take place at the board's next regularly scheduled meeting on October 13th. The purpose of the public hearing is to review the past performance of Comcast and to identify the future cable-related community needs of the township.
Great. Is there a motion on the table to authorize the advertisement of a public hearing regarding the cable franchise renewal?
So moved.
I'll second.
Any board questions or comments? Any public comment? Seeing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Number 3, authorization to advertise amendments to the Fire Police Ordinance, Planning Commission, intermunicipal agreements, and manager ordinances.
We're seeking authorization to advertise a public hearing regarding amendments to the aforementioned ordinances. These changes will conclude our review of Part 1 administrative legislation in our Book of Ordinances. To highlight the changes, the Fire Police Ordinance cleans up some older language which really deals with internal operations of the fire company and does not relate to the township. The Planning Commission Ordinance gives the board the ability to appoint up to 3 alternate members instead of ex officio members, consistent with the municipality's planning code. The intermunicipal agreements ordinance deletes language regarding agreements which are no longer applicable and makes an administrative correction to the title of one of the sections. And finally, the manager ordinance reflects a more modern day approach to municipal management and governance.
Thank you, Mr. Cable, or Mr. Kegel. I said Cable.
That was the last business item.
Is there a motion to authorize the advertisement of amendments to the Fire Police Ordinance, Planning Commission, intermunicipal agreements, and manager ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any board questions or comments? Any public comment? Seeing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Number 4, ordinance 2025-10, establishing a 4-way stop at Worthington Road and Pine Creek Road. Mr. Freed?
Thank you, Madam Chair. So this is an ordinance establishing stop signs for motor vehicles on roadways within Uwchlan Township, specifically for stop signs to be placed on Worthington Road at the intersection of Pine Creek Road. We have a number of exhibits for this hearing. Board Exhibit 1 is the proposed ordinance 2025-10. Board Exhibit 2 is the notice of hearing that went to the Daily Local. Board Exhibit 3 is the proof of publication in the Daily Local on August 28, 2025. And Board Exhibit 4 is the certificate of posting of the notice of the hearing. So with that, if the board is so inclined, they can make a motion to approve the ordinance for the stop sign.
I'll move to approve ordinance 2025-10, establishing a 4-way stop sign at Worthington and Pine Creek Roads.
A second.
Is there any board questions or comments? Any public comment? Seeing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
All right, and with that, we'll close the hearing. Thank you.
Thank you. Number 5, resolutions. A, resolution number 2025-24, establishing the minimum obligations for Uwchlan Township's 2 pension plans for 2026.
All right, this is an annual resolution that we do. The amounts are calculated with the help of our actuary. So for the police for 2026, their minimum municipal obligation will be $752,134. For the non-uniform pension, the amount is $270,000. And out of the police pension, we can take administrative costs up to $63,040.
Okay, I'll motion for the approval of resolution number 2025-24, establishing the minimum obligations for Uwchlan Township's two pension plans for 2026, as read by Mrs. Bernhardt.
Second.
Is there any board questions or comments?
No.
Is there any public comment? Seeing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. B, resolution number 2025-25, supporting sustainability certification.
We are pursuing the Pennsylvania Municipal League Sustainability Certification, and a requirement is for the board to pass a resolution committing to seek and support certification. When we talked about this at the workshop meeting, Ms. Baumann had a question. I believe that we will be able to achieve silver certification.
That's pretty good.
I think we're like 3 percentage points away from gold. We'll take a look, but from an expediency sake, I think getting silver in, and then we have 3 years we can work towards gold and implement a few more actions.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2025-25, supporting the sustainability certification.
I'll second.
Any board questions or comments?
Nope.
Any public comment? Seeing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. C, resolution number 2025-26, joining the Southeast Pennsylvania Sustainable Energy Partnership.
Bear with me, this one is a little lengthy. This resolution authorizes the township to join the Sustainable Energy Partnership of Southeast Pennsylvania by entering into a memorandum of understanding and related agreements. In October of 2023, Bucks, Chester, Delaware, and Montgomery counties established the Sustainable Energy Partnership through a memorandum of understanding. It's a cooperative initiative to aggregate electricity procurement and renewable energy purchasing through a dedicated wholesale subaccount in PJM, guided by a managed portfolio strategy. The partnership provides members with the opportunity to access lower and more stable electricity prices, pursue large-scale renewable energy projects, and leverage economies of scale and shared expertise. The partnership is overseen by an energy board comprised of representatives from each of the 4 counties. The resolution appoints the township manager or my designee as the representative to the energy board. And by approving this resolution, the township agrees to the memorandum of understanding, enter into contracts with NLX, which is the energy advisor, and the energy supplier, WGLES, by piggybacking on existing county agreements, provide electricity account enrollment information, pay monthly supplier invoices, and participate in the partnership for a minimum of 5 years. Some of the benefits include cost stability by providing access to wholesale electricity markets and transparent budget billing, reducing volatility, and regional collaboration through leveraging expertise, peer networks, and economies of scale. We compared the cost to renew with the commercial market compared to this solution, and this solution is a little less expensive than commercial markets. Just to kind of put it in perspective, we're estimated with the partnership to be somewhere between 8.5 and 9 cents a kilowatt hour. We got a renewal with the private market, and that was between 9.5 and 10 cents a kilowatt hour. So a little bit of a savings.
Thank you. Is there a motion for the approval of resolution number 2025-26 to join the Southeast Pennsylvania Sustainable Energy Partner?
So move.
I'll second.
Any board questions or comments?
No.
Any public comment? Seeing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Number 6, appointment of police special counsel.
Our longtime police special counsel, Chris Gerber, left Sienna Law and joined Lamb Mackerlane. And so we're recommending appointing Chris Gerber of Lamb-Acker Lane as special counsel for the police department focused on law enforcement policy work and other legal support as required by the police department.
Move to appoint Chris Gerber of what?
Lamb Mackerel.
And Macklin, as our police special counsel.
I'll second.
Any board questions or comments? Any public comment? Seeing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Number 7. So with a lot of sadness and a lot of joy for our police chief, the board is a little sad tonight to announce his upcoming retirement at the beginning of next year. Sad for us, happy for you to go on and enjoy life on the other side. I think I can speak for all of us when I say that we have immensely enjoyed working with the chief over our years of service as township supervisors, and we will miss you sorely. And moving forward into this next phase where we start a recruitment search and look for our next chief of police, we will be using our HR consultant and doing a search to find the best candidate to lead the department and to be a guiding force in our community the same way that Chief Alexander has. So with that, number 7, we have an item on tonight's agenda to reappoint our HR consultant and authorize our township manager to enter into a contract for the police chief search. Mr. Kegel, did you want to say anything else?
I certainly can. As you said, we're recommending reappointment of Roseanne McGrath as our township's human resources consultant. She has an updated hourly rate specifically for this search at $200 an hour, which also includes her husband, Mike McGrath, who was fairly high up for a long time within the Lower Merion Township Police Department. Additionally, we'd be entering into contracts as necessary to assist with the police chief search. As of right now, we're recommending Safe Cities to assist with screening applicants and performing interviews and problem resolution exercises and in-basket exercises. And there may be additional other contracts that I'd be authorized to enter into as we get into background checks and various other aspects of the search.
Great, thank you. Is there a motion on the table to reappoint Roseanne McGrath as our HR consultant and authorize our township manager to enter into contracts for the police chief search?
So move.
I'll second.
Any board questions or comments? Okay, I'll go ahead and call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Number 8, authorization for our township manager to enter into contracts for A, pipelining services. B, televise and clean sewer mains and trunks, and C, insurance brokerage services.
Thank you for the pipelining services, requesting authorization to enter into a contract with Able Recon, who's a CoStar's vendor, for the lining of stormwater pipes along Deeperlow Drive in the budgeted amount of $162,200. The televise and clean the sewer mains and trunks is a contract with Utility Services Group, USG, a CoStar's vendor, for televising and cleaning sewer mains and trunks in the amount of $186,225. We have $375,000 budgeted for this project. The balances of which would be used for any point repairs identified that need to be done. And then finally, requesting authorization to enter into a contract with USI for insurance brokerage services in the amount of $99,000 over a 3-year period. They'll source our insurance needs and ensure we're getting the best possible rates and coverages based on our exposure, interface with our insurance companies, handle claims for the fire company with the statewide insurance workers fund so our volunteers aren't being taken to collections for injuries sustained in the line of duty, and perform risk control site visits to help us improve our risk exposures.
Great. Is there a motion to authorize our township manager to enter into contracts for pipelining services with Able Recon, televising and cleaning sewer mains and trunks with USG, and insurance brokerage services from USI for the services and rates as quoted by Mr. Kegel?
So moved.
I'll second.
Is there any board question or comment?
No.
Any public comment? Seeing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Number 9, approval of donation of used police vehicle to the Lionville Fire Company. Chief Alexander?
Thank you. Volunteers with the Lionville Fire Company Fire Police have long served an important role within the township by providing necessary traffic control at fire scenes and motor vehicle crashes. They also serve an important role in providing traffic control for various community events, both within Uwchlan Township and the surrounding area when needed. Over the course of the last year, I became aware that the vehicle being used by the fire police may no longer be serviceable, and a new fire police vehicle was not necessarily in the budget. The police department is in the process of decommissioning a 2014 Chevrolet Tahoe that is in better condition than the vehicle currently being used by the fire police, so the thought of donating the vehicle on behalf of the township became a consideration. I recently showed our vehicle to 2 members of the fire company and confirmed that the vehicle would meet the current needs of the fire police. This evening, I'm requesting approval to donate our 2014 Chevrolet Tahoe to the Lionville Fire Company on behalf of Uwchlan Township so that the Lionville Fire Company Fire Police can continue to support both emergency services and the community in their important role.
Great. Thank you. Is there a motion for approval of the donation of the used police vehicle to the Lionville Fire Company?
So moved.
Second.
Any board questions or comments? I just wanted to say thank you to Chief Alexander for initiating this, and I'm so glad that we're able to foster that use for the fire company. I know that the fire police play a very important role in protecting our first responders, and I'm glad that they can use the equipment. Was there any public comment? Seeing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Number 10, permission to advertise conditional use hearing on amendment to Eagleview Town Center 2.
Yes, we received an application letter from Allison Zaro on behalf of the Hankin Group for conditional use hearing amendment. Hankin is proposing to amend Town Center 2 to include Lot 20, which is the current World Travel Building, and to merge it with Lot 17, which is Phase 2 of Town Center 2. And consolidate Town Center and Town Center 2 and Lot 20 into an overall town center. No development is proposed as part of this consolidation at this time. The plan would be discussed at the Planning Commission meeting on October 1st, and we're looking to schedule the hearing on October 13th.
Okay. Is there a motion or?
I'll make a motion. I'll make a motion to advertise the conditional use hearing for an amendment to the Eagleview Town Center 2.
Second.
Is there any board questions or comments? Any public comment? Seeing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. All right, with that, I will draw your attention to the announcements that are listed at the bottom of your agenda, and we will open to the public for comment. Thank you. We have Doug McCord. If you want to just come up to the microphone so we can all hear you. Thank you.
Is that functional? Okay. My name's Doug McCord, and I live at 365 Devon Drive, where I've lived for the past 48 years and hopefully several more. In Uwchlan Township here, I've raised a family, I've worked, and I've done these things and safely and soundly and securely, due primarily to our police department, our fire department, and the ambulance corps. These people potentially put their lives in the line every day so people like me can live in peace and safely. And I'd just like to say thank you to those departments, as well as the administration, for providing these departments to keep Uwchlan safe, healthy, and prosperous. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We could not agree more. All right, seeing no other public comment this evening, I will go ahead and ask if there's a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.